Everyone, my name is Nicole and welcome back to A Thistle and Thread. Now, it has been a minute since I have posted. I have been filming. I do have a bit of a backlog of videos, but the editing has escaped me. I have been wanting to come back to YouTube and like posting on Instagram and things, but nothing felt right until I sat down, give a bit of a life update, and then kind of caught you up on all the things that I've been working on. It's just been quite the month. So I don't think I've posted an actual video since sometime in October, but I have gone live since. So if you've watched any of my lives, and don't worry, I upload them onto my channel. It's under my live streams playlist. If you want to go back and watch any of those. But if you've watched my lives, you'll kind of know that I've been going through some health things. So over the past year, I've had a bunch of stomach issues going on, but I had 2 pretty severe stomach pain episodes, very intense, upper GI stomach contractions, wouldn't really resolve unless I vomited. Just a lot of GI stuff going on. And I was just in and out of doctor's appointments, the ER, everything. And I found out I have gallstones, which is a very common problem for a lot of people. A lot of people don't even know they have gallstones. Some people are symptomatic, some people aren't. At least I think that's what I've learned in my research, but I am not a healthcare professional or a doctor or a nurse or any of that. I'm just a dietitian. But yeah, I have gallstones, and I'm been going back and forth with doctors and figuring out the best way to treat this and handle it and doing tests and all these things. And me and my doctor and a surgeon have determined the best thing to do is for me to get it removed, which sucks. And I'm really nervous about it. But since I want to have a baby, hopefully next year, you don't want to have these terrible gallbladder attacks and gallbladder episodes when you're pregnant. It's kind of risky. So, and I know pregnancy can increase the risk of gallbladder episodes and gallbladder problems. So I'm probably going to be getting it out in January. I'm going to be making an appointment this week for surgery. But yeah, this was the first time I've had any sort of medical thing kind of wrong with me. I've luckily been very healthy my whole life. And if you don't know, if you haven't watched some of my other videos where I talk a little bit more about me, I also have OCD, and it's very much related to health anxiety and health issues and things. So this really set me back a bit mentally. So I don't know, it just felt impossible to sit down and film. It felt fake to sit here and pretend everything is fine when mentally I'm going I'm all over the place. Now that I've been working on dealing with this in therapy and doing exposures and all the things, I'm mentally in a much stronger, better place to process this and to keep going through it. My mom gave me a really good piece of advice that you just have to walk through it. That's all you can do. At the end of this, hopefully, crossing my fingers, I'm going to have a very healthy pregnancy. And this is one of the things that I need to do in order to protect my health and, future babies. So yeah, it's been a lot. There's been even more things on top of that. I had a death in my family, and, my husband had some stuff going on, and it's been a lot this holiday season. It really has been. And yeah, it's been a lot, but I am doing much better. Oh, and on top of that, I also started a new job, end of September, October time. It's a remote job, which I'm so blessed that I have a remote job, because it just allowed me more flexibility and ability to handle all this health things and then my mental health things. Like, I'm very grateful for that. If you didn't know, I'm a dietitian for a very large, like, nutrition, weight loss, wellness company / app. So yeah, I do like one-on-one counseling with people. So my workload has like significantly increased as like all my insurance credentialings have come in. My days have become very full on like my scheduled work days. So it's been hectic. It has been a hectic 4 to 6 weeks. I'm grateful it's settling out. I'm so glad I'm at like the end of this like crazy health whirlwind. I finally have answers. I finally have a plan. And I finally have been able to process it and move through it. So if any of you have had your gallbladder out or even have had surgery in general, this will be my first surgery and I'm very nervous for it. I've never been like under anesthesia. I don't know, the thought of just like being cut open freaks me out and like having all this stuff done to me while I'm asleep. But it is laparoscopic. The surgery is in like within an hour. Like, it's outpatient. One of the most common surgeries in the US done, I'm pretty sure. So I know it's not a big deal, but it was just a lot for me and my little OCD to handle at one time. So if you've had your gallbladder out or any surgery, just let me know down below. What are maybe like some comfort items that you think I should get? And like, how was your recovery? I don't want to know anything bad. Only keep it positive or like light, I guess. Yeah, because I do not want to dive into like negatives or anything, but I would love to hear your positive experiences or your comfort items and things and recommendations. That would be really fantastic and I would so appreciate it. So I've been rambling for like 10 minutes now. So that's basically my life update, you know, big crazy whirlwind. But the thing that has been grounding me in all of this and has been my biggest tool, you know, beyond my therapy is, you know, crafting. And to even label it crafting, just, it doesn't sound as important as it is. Like, this is truly like my lifeline. This is like my grounding tool. This like, it's one of my biggest loves in my life is working with my hands, fiber arts. Like, I can't tell you how like monumental this was to me in this past month. No, it's such an important part of my life. So these pieces, everything I've been working on, I feel like just holds so much emotion and so much of my like last month's story. I don't know. It just, this stuff means a lot to me. And usually I'm like very cheery and and all the things. And I don't know, this was just so cathartic for me in this last month. So I don't even know what else to say about it. I want to basically just show you all the things that I have worked on in this last like month, 6 weeks. I'm going to be honest, it's not a ton of cross stitch. I do have a cross stitch finish. I do have couple knitted finishes. I have some crochet. I have some knitted whips. And I want to like share some other fun things that I've been super into, that I've accumulated, and just other things I'm excited about. This has been my joy, my pride and joy. So I'm excited to get into it. And I hope you guys enjoy. And again, I'm sorry it's been a while and I'm looking to have like a more weekly schedule again. So I don't even know how I'm really going to set up this video because there's just so much like crafting stuff. I don't know. It's all kind of scattered because I have so many different random things. So I think I'm going to like front load this video with like my cross stitch, my stitching, some felty stuff. And then I'm going to like segue into my fiber arts things. Just in case if you care more about one craft than the other, it's an easier split for you. But of course, I would love if you like checked out all the fun things that I've been working on. So I'm going to share first a finish that I have. This is my, like one of my only cross stitch finishes. like in a really long time. And this is what I was working on for my Season of the Witch Sal, and I didn't bring the pattern down with me, but this is the Halloween tier tray by Erin Elizabeth Designs. And is this not the cutest thing that you ever have seen? It's adorable. I really wanted to get this fully finished for Halloween. I did have it finished by Halloween, but you know, again, life got crazy. So I did not have time to search for, you know, the perfect like frame for this. I'm envisioning like a black ornate oval frame. This will probably be something I put on like a little side table in my living room. But this is just the cutest thing ever. I'm such a big fan of Erin Elizabeth's little tier trays. She has literally one for every season, like every theme. So I definitely want to get my hands on one of these again. I'm really looking into doing her little Woodland, I think she calls it like Woodland Critters tier tray. It has like a little skunk. It's so cute. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out too. And I'll even put like, I'll put a fall and a Christmas one on there for you too. So if you want to like peruse her things. But yeah, this is adorable. I think I stitched this on a 30 count old Salem linen from Primitive Hair. Again, I'm getting back into swing of like filming in the descriptions and things, but it is just so cute, very minimal back stitching. I did switch out the color of the tier tray because white wasn't showing up super well on this fabric because it's not the called for. So some of the white things I did have to backstitch, like the ghost I had to backstitch. And then I just switched the tier tray to like white, and it was a fine switch. Like I'm very happy with it. So this will be fully finished by next Halloween, crossing my fingers. I find like once I finish something, it's so much easier to just like put it on a shelf and forget about it. But I really need to put this on my desk so that, you know, I'm out and about and I can look for a frame. So that's Halloween tier. Look at that cute little Frankie. He's so adorable. So yeah, I love it. I love it. So this was really my only cross stitch project that I really worked on. Oh, I feel bad because this is like the only sal that I've posted so far that I like was fully in and like fully updating and doing like all the things. I am hosting another one right now called the Adopt a Familiar Sal. Check it out on my Instagram if you want. I feel bad because I haven't been able to participate that much in it since I've been like, you know, dealing with all the things. But when I host sals in the future, I will be back. I will be back to like, you know, the regular program schedule of Nicole here. So yeah, this was Season of the Witch Sal. So much fun. And again, I highly recommend the tiered trays. So that was really my main form of stitching in like the last couple weeks. But I have discovered vintage cross stitch patterns. Me, my mom, and my sister-in-law have been going to, we have a like semi-local, like within an hour and a half of us, like craft thrift store, and it's mostly a fiber arts thrift store, which I mean is like, I'm obsessed with it. And we've been going quite a bit, and I have just been scouring for vintage cross stitch patterns. I never thought I was like a vintage cross stitch person, but when you like really take the time to dig through all the stuff they had, oh man, I'm obsessed. I do have a video. I think I might have a couple videos. I know I have a video of me going to Upstitch. I'll link it in the cards and down below. But I have also talked about like my hauls and stuff in my lives. I've shared them like as I've gone. So I'll figure out which live has that haul in it. I'll also add it as well, just in case you want to go back. But these are some newer items that I've recently gotten in my like last 2 visits. And I'm obsessed. Of course, I'm not going to show all of it, but I am going to show you some of my favorites. So I have discovered like 90s vintage kitchen scenes or like room scenes, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when I share this. So this one is from, this is from 1995. So this pattern is older than me. I'm a 97 baby. And this is Kitchen Potpourri 2. And this is by Jeremiah Junction Classics. I am obsessed with these. I need every like vintage country kitchen cross stitch pattern there ever was. It also comes with this really cute one that says love warms the heart with like little pies and jams and things. Like, I'm obsessed. If anybody has any of these in their stash that they don't want, and if you would like to send them to me or have me purchase them, please message me, leave a comment. My P.O. box is also in my description box down below, but I would love to acquire these because I just love them. I love them. I don't know what even draws me to them. I just think it is so many fun little motifs. I love stitching little foods. I can imagine myself here. I really can. And some people might look at this and be like, oh my God, the back stitching. How could you do all that? And I don't know. I love it. And I'm so drawn to it. And I want every single one. So now when I go to like a thrift store or Upstitch, this is what I search for, are these like vintage country scenes, rooms and houses. I don't even know how you would describe them, but they are so cute. I love them. So again, if you have any, let me know. I would love to get my hands on more. I'm such like a little collector. I went to Upstitch yesterday actually, and this was another one that I found in that similar vibe. This is from the Country Collections, and it's number 3 by the Hosier Cabinet. I mean, come on. It's also like, it's by Lynn Waters Busa. So again, this is like another fun little country vintage kitchen scene. Oh, I'm obsessed. I love like that vintage like blue porcelain like ceramic type situation with the little puppy. So cute. And like the apples with the cat. I didn't even see the cat. And just all the fun little things you can stitch that you find in a kitchen, from like little salt and just little jars and things. Oh, so dreamy. Oh, I didn't even see these. They have other ones on the back where it says like Country Collections. They have another kitchen scene. I'm gonna have to search for this one. And then they have a sewing room. Oh my gosh, these are gonna keep me up at night because I'm gonna be searching these on eBay. But I love it. I am so obsessed with it. And I cannot wait to stitch it. I need to order fabric for this and this one. I have been thinking about this one every single day, so I need to get linen for it. So those are like the country kitchen scenes that are just like taking over my mind. But then I'm also been super into Christmas stitching. All I've been wanting to do is stitch Christmas and work on Christmas patterns. And I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't been stitching that much, because I don't have a ton of Christmas. And I don't have like a ton of supplies to stitch Christmas as far as like linen and floss goes. But, you know, I need to do it. And one of the things that like really drew me into Christmas was I found this vintage Christmas pattern. This was published in, let's see, 2006. And it's called 'Twas Twilight on Main Street. So it's like a full coverage Christmas scene. And I loved the sky in this. I just thought it was so dreamy. Really like a very like idyllic Christmas cross stitch pattern. I was just so into it. It's by Shelly McVitie. And again, I want to stitch this real bad. I really need to build up my linen collection with some like nice neutrals so that if I want to stitch something, I really have the ability to. Because right now I've been like I don't really have much of a stash of linen because I typically buy for a specific project. But when I find these little goodies, it's so hard to wait. So that is 'Twas Twilight on Main Street. It is so beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. And then other little Christmas finds. I actually got this out of the free pile at my craft store because they have like a whole free section. I got holiday hand towels by Harriet 2. And this was from 1985. And it's just like some really cute holiday hand towel patterns. I probably won't stitch these on towels. I think my hands would be hurting if I did that. So maybe I'll do it on, make little tiny like ornaments or pillows or things. I don't know. We'll see. But I think they're so cute. Little Santa, Mrs. Claus, and little teddy bear motif. So I got that one for free. And this was also in the free pile as well. And this is from Leisure Arts. This is, let's see what year it is, just in case you're curious. This is from 1985, and it's called It's Christmas Time. That's what drew me in. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Santa and Mrs. Claus just like being all romantic. So cute. And I love that it's on a pillow. There's like so many other cute little patterns. I haven't even fully explored this book all the way because when I saw that and I was like, it's free, this is for me. This is going in my stash. So this just has all other like tiny little cute motifs. I hope you can see this well. Again, I'm sitting on my floor. I'm trying to like be close to the camera and not like kill my back, but yeah, this is the back. It has like other little finishing ideas, but I just love it. Oh, I love the stocking idea. That's fun. Because another thing I've been getting at Upstitch is like tons of fabric and I want to really upgrade my sewing setup. Right now I don't have a really good sewing table. So I want to experiment with my sewing and like making cute project bags and pillows and things. And these are all like really cute motifs that could totally go on it. And the last thing that's in like, well, actually, no, it's not the last thing. I have a couple more Christmas patterns. I did find this Lizzie Kate pattern in like a big Ziploc bag of all random different cross stitch patterns for $1. There was like 10 in there for $1. And this is Lizzie Kate Goodnight Santa from 2004. It's one of the little snippets. I just thought adorable. It was one of the reasons why I bought like the actual little Ziploc bag of patterns. And I just love this little mouse. Oh, it's so cute. So this is just a really adorable little Christmas small. I'm probably going to get to this one this year because, you know, I've been in that Christmas mood. I've been wanting all the cheer. So I am going to definitely do it. And then I have found so many prairie schoolers. So many prairie schoolers at the vintage shop. I found, this is just like one of the stacks that I've gotten. And it's all Santas from like the 80s and 90s. So I'm sure these are reprinted. Like, and maybe look a little nicer. The photos look a little nicer. But these were a steal. I couldn't pass them up. So this is 1990 Santa. I think this is one of my favorite ones that I found. Because I love the animals with it. So 1990 Santa. We have this little cutie. This one's 1987. Look at his little satchel. He's so cute. I like the border of this one. The border is really cute. And then this one is 1989. He's carrying that wreath. Is that a bird feeder? Yes, it's a little bird feeder. I've been so into Santa, which is so unlike me. I'm more of like a Halloween person. And then this one doesn't have the year. I don't know which year this one is. It doesn't have like little words on the bottom. Adorable. He's wearing like a cute little gnome hat. I love like the trim of his suit. And then again, this one doesn't have a date. Oh, actually this does have a date. This is 1985. I read it like on the back. This one's 1985. This one's 1986. Cute little dove. And then last but not least, this is probably my second favorite because I love his coat here and like just with all the fruit. This one's from 1991. So that was just one of the many stacks of vintage prairie schoolers that I've found. So into Christmas and prairie schoolers and all the things. And I did go through a bit of my own prairie schooler stash. because I want to work on Christmas, and I'm just going to wing it and work with what I have. So usually I don't love to do color conversions because it's just an extra step that I have to think about, and I don't want to think. I just want to usually like get the materials that are listed and, you know, start the project. But I'm determined to work on something Christmassy, so I'm working with what I've got. So I'm going to be doing North Wind Santa. This one is from 2020. And this is one of my favorite prairie schoolers that I've seen. I just think it's adorable. I love how it conveys that like movement of the wind. I don't know. It's so cool. I just love it. So I just like, I'm doing a little color conversion of it. And if I start doing it and I'm not loving the color conversion, I do have these that I've already kitted up the floss with. I've purchased these on Etsy from the Stitchy Princess, and it's the Santa and Mrs. Claus little set. So these will be like really adorable. So if the Prairie Schooler doesn't work, I'm going to work on one of these to get that Christmas fix in. And I do have a couple more vintagey patterns to share just because they're so fun and cute. So I'm also, if you know anything about me and have seen like any of my past videos, you'll know like I love a critter. I'm very much like, my aesthetic is prairie girl, country grandma. Like that's like very much, I feel like what I'm at, like my vibe. And anything with like a little duck or a little critter, especially in clothes, I'm just like captivated. And I found this one like as I was checking out. This is, I don't even know what year this came out. 1990. This is Baby Critters. And I just think these are so cute. They're celebrating their birthdays. So you have like a little goose, or like, yeah, a little goose birthday party. You have bears, little baby bears. You have cats, and then you have little bunnies. How could I resist? How could I resist? I just love these. This says this is from Kathy Livingston. It was published by Just Cross Stitch. So I just think these are super fun. I have no idea what I'll stitch these on. I kind of like the idea of, they stitch these on like little baby blankets. That's kind of a fun little idea. But we'll see what I do with these and what I get my hands on. But how could I not? Look at those little ducks. They're so adorable. And then last but not least, I also found, this is another cross-stitch book design specifically for towels from the American School of Needlework. This is from 1987, and I just love these. So again, these are all just like really fun, small little patterns. Again, the ducks, I had to. They're just such sweet little country patterns. And then when I flipped over the back, I was just like immediately sold because, where is it? This little like country pie little table setup is adorable. And then where's the mallard? The little mallard duck, which I live on a lake, so that is just like so perfect. I think these would be super fun to like stitch on clothes. I don't know. Again, I couldn't leave it, and these are like literally only $1. Like all their cross stitch stuff is $1 or less. So it came home with me. So that is just my like, just a very small short list of all the little vintage cross stitch things I've accumulated and the things I've been gravitating towards. Christmas has been my like vibe, baby. It has been my vibe. So I'm excited to sit down tonight and cozy up and stitch on my Prairie Schooler Santa and get him going. And I'm so into it. And I don't know, like some people don't like vintage patterns because there tends to be a lot of backstitching, especially in like the 80s and 90s. But I don't know, it's like kind of cool. You're stitching on a piece of history. I love it. I love it. So I'm excited to accumulate some things to start those. I hope this is like cohesive. I'm just I'm getting back into the swing of filming. Now, as far as my other stitching obsessions, so we're transitioning from cross stitch to more like felt applique. I have discovered Bucilla Kits, and I'm obsessed. I have been binge watching like TikTok Bucilla stocking videos, and oh God, I wanted to order so many of them. I want to make everyone in my family stockings now. And my mom goes, I have some I can't even speak because I'm so excited about it. She's like, I have some Bucilla Kits upstairs in my craft room. Why don't you take them? And I'm like, say less. I'm starting it right now. This is the Cozy Christmas little ornament kit. And I was like trying to figure out which one I should start with since, you know, I'm learning what the heck I'm doing. So I'm doing this like tree one first. So I don't have much progress done on this. I've literally just cut out all the felt for it, but I haven't even I've only rough cut it because I don't have a great pair of fabric scissors, so that's something I'm gonna have to get. I might like trim it with some embroidery scissors and see how that works. But I'm winging it, baby, because I need all of this in my life. And I've just kind of like separated it out. I have like these little plastic containers that when I open a Mill Hill kit, that's how I separate the beads. So the sequins and beads for the Bucilla kit, I've separated and started to put in these little containers. And that's really it. That is it. I'm just obsessed with the looks of these. And I'm so excited to get my hands on more in the future. Hopefully I like really enjoy the process of doing them. And I saw when I was at the thrift store, I found this vintage Winnie the Pooh Bucilla kit. It's from the Disney 2000s collection. It's $19.99. It was released. And I think when I have a baby, I want like the nursery theme to be Winnie the Pooh, because like me and my husband were like Disney people, got married there. So we kind of want to like carry that tradition. And I found this for $8. This adorable felt Winnie the Pooh stocking. And I'm obsessed. I saw it honestly 2 weeks ago when I was there, and I was like, I'm not going to do it anytime soon. I won't get it. Put it back, and I haven't stopped thinking about it for a week. So yesterday, I specifically went to Upstitch in hopes that it would still be there, and it was. It was worth the trip. So this is now in my collection. I'm so excited to do this. I mean, look how cute little Eeyore is. They're all so cute. So I'm excited. It's the full kit. It's got everything. And I can't wait. I'm so excited to like dip my toes into a new little hobby because I do have quite a few like other felt kits, like primitive gatherings and stuff that I've just accumulated in like my fiber festivals I've been going to. So I'm so excited about them. And that is it for my stitching, needle art, crafts. But now I have a whole lot of knitting to show. So I will start, I guess, with a finish. This is my first ever like full knitted finished garment. I started knitting a couple months ago. Me, my mom, and my sister-in-law, we joined a knitting class, like a year-long knitting class that works on like all different skills, and we make like squares for a blanket, 12 different squares to sew together to make a blanket that all highlights different skills. So that kind of helped me with like getting the foundations of knitting going. And of course, once I get something, I'm gonna like run with it and try like 1,000,001 projects. So this is actually my first knitted accessory. This pattern is the this pattern is Lily of the Valley from Moonlit Yarn or Moonlit Fibers. I forget the name of the actual like hand-dyed yarn company, but this is the Lily of the Valley cowl. It's a super easy, free beginner pattern. And as a new knitter, this was just something that got me acclimated to knitting in the round. And the only modification I made, since I didn't use the called for yarn, I just used yarn I had in stash. I omitted like the purling in like the actual body, because you're supposed to purl like the white flecks that are in the called for yarn, but I just used a yarn I had in stash. So I just, you know, did the rib on the top and bottom and then just knit in the round for like the recommended length. And that's it. The only like complaint I have about how I made this is I cast on, I forget if this was my top. Oh, I cast it off. So I cast it off a little bit tight. So it does cinch in a tiny amount on the top, but it's fine. Because if I want to put it like over my nose, if it's really cold or really windy, it stays up lovely. So that's super cute, super adorable. And I still need to weave in my ends, but you know, I am obsessed. I love it. And I'm excited to wear it. Oh, this made me remember I do have another crocheted finish. Let me get it. Okay, so I have another finish, and this is, if you've watched any of my other floss tubes, I have shared this in the past. This is my Granny Stitch poncho. I forget the exact name. It's like Granny Stitch poncho from Hey Hey Crochet, another free pattern, and it's done, baby. It looks so good. I have worn this like almost every single day last week. I love it. I was a little nervous about it being a little too small. I used 4 worsted weight skeins of Quill and Quiver fibers, like hand-dyed yarn. And when I tried it on, it wasn't as long as I would want, but I was like hoping that blocking would, you know, double the size and length, and it did. So this is just like a super cute poncho. I'm sitting on the floor, so I can't really like model this off that well, but I am just like obsessed. I'm obsessed. I just love the color. It's like watercolor. It's just so dreamy. I've worn this so much. I'll post pictures on my Instagram eventually of like what this looks like on. Of course, I'm filming on my floor right now and not in my craft room, so I don't have like the best setup space because I really wanted natural light for everything today. But yeah, I love this. If you're new to crochet or just looking for another like mindful crochet pattern, or mindless, I should say, I definitely recommend this poncho. I'll leave it down below. It's incredible. This is definitely, I think, one of my most favorite finished crochet objects that I've ever made, and like my most worn already. I'm so happy I made this, and I'm already like dreaming about the next one that I should make. So highly recommend this pattern. I totally forgot I made this. It was like sitting in my laundry pile because I've been wearing it so much that I like didn't even think to show it. I guess I'll stick to crochet right now because I think this is my only other crocheted object I have to share, and this is just a little bit of a progress update on my yearly Disney blanket. I'll show this. It's so hard to share this stuff when I'm sitting on my floor. This really isn't the best setup. But I've shared this in my lives over the past month. If this is the first video you're seeing of me, like I said, I'm like a Disney adult, basically. It's one of my favorite places. And last year I was part of like a monthly yarn club subscription with Fangirl Fibers, and I made a big Disney blanket. And this year, I joined Bumblebee Acres Farm Disney subscription yarn. I think it's actually Magic Kingdom themed. So I have been working my way along the monthly yarns. So I finished It's a Small World. This was, let's see, February, March, April. This was May's. And now I'm working on June's color. This is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So very like jewel toned, very beautiful. It's like kind of washing out a little bit on camera, but there's like rich greens in there. And I just think it's like a really fun mix. I love it. That bottom white color is like the Magic Kingdom Castle. Then the second color is Dumbo. Then we have Space Mountain, It's a Small World, Seven Dwarfs. This is DK weight. Their marshmallow worsted base. Again, the pattern is the Orion Blanket by While They Dream or While We Dream. And it's just like a super easy, like nice textured crochet blanket. Incredible project for sitting down, watching a show where you don't even have to like look at what you're doing because it's just like very, very easy. Those are my favorite projects because I just like something mindless at night where you don't have to think that much. So that's my crocheted blanket. Now, as far as other knitted goodies, I've been going like crazy with the knitted projects. I have jumped on the Sophie scarf bandwagon. That is all I'm seeing, like all the cool Knit Talker girls working on is the Sophie scarf from Petite Knit. I'll put a picture of it here. So since they're doing it, I want to do one, and I like love a nice hood. And I just found yarn at like a really great fiber festival this year that I knew I wanted to use for this pattern. And this is from one of my favorite dyers, and they're in Vermont. And this is Quill and Quiver Fibers. And I got this color. This is their Forget Me Not colorway. And it's just like a beautiful icy blue variegated yarn with like really rich, like deeper blues in it. Like if you think of like a frozen lake, this is the vibe. And I just love it. I knew I wanted to use it for the Sophie scarf. This is a worsted weight yarn, so it'll keep me nice and warm. And I'm doing everything called for as far as like yarn weight and needle size. So I am doing the medium size, and I've done quite a bit. This is like maybe a week or two, probably 2 weeks of working on it. So I'm just still doing those increase rows. The pattern confused me slightly. Look at my cute little needle stoppers. They're so cute. They're little sheep. The pattern was slightly confusing to me, but I watched a couple videos of other people making it, and I think I worked out like all my issues. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, I'm just working on the increase rows. I'm almost to like that 40. I think you should have like 45 stitches on your needle before you like start the next part, or like a certain amount of inches. So I think I'm almost at that point. I have to measure it and see. But this is as addicting as everyone is saying. At first, I was like, why do people like this pattern as much? It's kind of boring. And the I-cord edge, I've never done that before. The I-cord's like this rolling on the side. And it was kind of annoying at first. But now that I'm in the swing of it and I've got like quite a few inches done, I can see why this is addicting. I just keep, there's like an 8-row repeat. I just keep track on my phone. I write like each row that I'm doing, and I'm obsessed. So, I mean, of course it's not to like the proper size yet, but right now this will be like half the hood, and you know, I'll be able to wrap it. And I just think the blue like brings out my eyes, and I just knew I wanted this to be my Sophie hood yarn. So I am on the Sophie hood bandwagon train, all of the things. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm a knitter now, and I can like do all these things that I've been, you know, watching all these people make, and now I can make them. It's just the best. And then if you watched any of my other videos, you know that it's like one of my goals is to be able to knit socks. It's one of the main reasons why I wanted to learn to knit. I just really wanted to make knit socks. And my yarn is all tangled. I'm trying to untangle this so that I can show you my project. But I guess I'll just like have it tangled and down to the side. So I started a pair of knit socks, and I am using literally the most spectacular sock yarn. It's seriously some of the prettiest yarn I've ever seen. This is from Potions and Pearls on Etsy. The camera does not show it in its true glory. Like, it really does not. Potions and Pearls was actually the first hand-dyed yarn company that I've ever purchased yarn from. They have a really great Etsy shop, And all of her colors are just spectacular. This is one of her like snowy winter colorways. I forget the actual name, but it has like that sparkly stellina base. And it was a sock set, so it comes with like the yarn in the contrast color. Let me show you what the actual like skein of yarn looks like. Maybe this will help you see it a little better. It is just so pretty and sparkly, and just like my like Christmassy cross stitch mood that I've been in like a wintry Christmas knitting mood as well. So I knew I wanted to really work on a pair of socks with that vibe, especially since we've been getting snow. It's snowing out my window right now. And oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I originally tried to make socks using small little shorty circulars. Like, what do you use? Like 9-inch or 5-inch? I forget like what the standard measurement size is. I wasn't loving that at all. And I wasn't loving that I was going to have to switch up like the knitting method once I got to the toe. And I made a mistake. So I had to like undo that whole sock, which is fine. It was on like a yarn that wasn't as expensive. And I wasn't as into it. So I was just like frogged the whole thing. And I was like, I'm going to work on one of my more expensive sock sets because it's something that's going to bring me joy. It's going to make me want to, you know, work on it. It's not going to be as tedious. And I want to find a pattern that has a video. And that is when I discovered the Crazy Sock Lady. I think that's her like pattern name. She has like the most incredible like sock patterns. I purchased her Magic Loop Vanilla Sock on, I forget, 24-inch circulars, I think. And this has like upped my knitting game. Like the Magic Loop is so easy. Like it is not that difficult, that intimidating. I finished the cuff, I did the body, and now I'm working on the heel flap. I think the slip stitch heel flap. I'm only like maybe 2 rows into that, but I am just so into it. I love it. It is so much fun. I definitely have to like switch between these smaller needle project to something with bigger needles because my hands do tend to cramp a tiny bit more when I'm using like US ones, but that is okay because I'm using like very ergonomic needles. My absolute favorite knitting needles are the Addi Skacel Rocket Squared needles. I just purchased for Christmas the interchangeable needle set from them because I love them. I love a metal needle, but these are just really great because they have these like, they're square and they have these textured grooves. So it's not as slippy, but the knitting is still buttery and the points are like pretty pointy. So it's probably not as pointy as like a lace tip needle, but these are my absolute favorite needles that I've used. And it definitely helps if you're also someone who like struggles with like hand cramping, wrist pain, tendonitis, all the things. This is what my yarn store owner recommended for me. They're the ones that she loves. I've had multiple people tell me these are their favorite ergonomic needles. So now I'm recommending them to you because they are just the best. I'll link them down below because they have them on Amazon. So, and the interchangeable needle set I purchased on Amazon as well. So yeah, get your hands on some of these if you're looking for like a really good metal needle. Oh, these are the best. The cord is like fantastic. I just love them. And it's been so fun to like watch me knit up a sock. And I hope, I'm like crossing my fingers that all works out well. I know it's only my first pair. There's going to be mistakes and it might not be perfect, but I'm so excited about it. Let's see what else. I've just been like a little knitting machine this past month, which it has been like such a source of therapy for me. But I have been working on a mitered square blanket, and I'm specifically using the Cozy Memories blanket pattern. I did purchase the pattern on Ravelry. I was inspired because I've seen so many people make these little mitered square blankets, specifically Molly from Homespun House. I am like, I subscribe to her Patreon, and I've been watching her work on hers, and I was like, I need one. I need to work on one too. So this is the start of my Cozy Memories blanket. Right now it's like a little blanket for my guinea pig, basically. It's only 4 little squares, but I love it. The pattern confuses me slightly with like how to finish a mitered square. I'm hoping when I'm done with this 4th one, I can like really flesh it out. Because I'm kind of just winging it as I get to the like top, because I have like an odd number. You cast on an odd number of stitches, but I don't know. I'm just having trouble with the pattern finishing. So if anyone has any like, if you've done a Cozy Memories blanket or a mitered square blanket, if you can, you know, maybe leave me a suggestion on finishing them, like actually closing them up in the corner, that would be great, if that makes any sense at all. Now, I've had multiple problems with this, and I have multiple mistakes, but I think this is going to be nice because this is going to show like the progression of my knitting skills, you know, kind of evolve. So this is supposed to be the front of it. And I don't know, like my borders are like a little wonky. I think with blocking and as I like build it out, it's going to be fine. And I did one of these, I think, backwards. Yeah, I did this square backwards, like the bump. It's supposed to be like outwards, like it is here. And this is like, it's a little inny. So, you know, there's some mistakes. But this is just really for me to like practice my skills, play with fun yarns. And it is really fun. And it is like very mindless. Again, it's a pattern that's easy to memorize. It's just finishing it confuses me. Like once I get to that tippy top corner and like the stitches keep decreasing, I don't know. I've like kind of wung it the last 2. I think I had it like solid for the first, and then I made mistakes the last 2 squares. So I'm kind of hoping that this square will be a little different, but we'll see. I'll work it out eventually. But I just love these because you can play around with fun yarns. And every year when I go to Rhinebeck, I purchase these. Sorry, there's crinkles. But these are little baby cake collections from Dragonfly Fibers and Cannon hand dyes. So I purchased these. There's 3, 6, 9. There's 12 10-gram mini skeins, just of all fun little variegated yarns. And I purchased these specifically for my Cozy Memories blanket. So I have like 3 packages of them. I've been like opening them and choosing what I want. So I've been playing around with it, but I also have like other mini skeins in here that I've just accumulated over the Fiber Festival season this year. And I just keep them in this little basket, and when I'm done with the square, I pick through and find mini skeins. I know these are really fantastic for like if you're doing a pair of socks and you have leftover, it's something you can easily put in. And each square, I've only used about 5 grams, maybe 6 grams. So I feel like I could get maybe like another square. I'd have to weigh it. I think each of these is probably about 5 grams worth. So I think I could get 2 squares out of each little mini, because these are like my leftovers. So that's like plenty to make another. And there's like another one. So I think it's just really fun. It's another like fun little project. This will be a multi-year project for me. Just a way to like utilize fun little mini collections that I get that I want to play around with and use some scraps. That's basically it, baby. I can just share like this small little yarn that I just got in the mail just because I have it in these baskets. I've been like such a basket girl instead of a project bag girl lately. Again, I'm in that Christmas mode. I found these little collapsible containers came in a 2-pack at Aldi's. So I got their 2 different colors. I got the square ones with the gingerbread, and then I got a green circular one with like little bows on it. And then my mom and I split them up. So I've been utilizing these, and I just throw a couple projects in this. And then I thrifted this basket from Goodwill, and it's just like a brand new little Christmas basket. And I'm going to put some projects in here. So very much Christmas basket girl in this season of my life. But I did get these 2 Christmas sock yarns because I am going to Disney in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, which is crazy. Time has flown by. And since it's like the Christmas season, I really wanted like a Christmas sock project to bring with me. And I found these. I've been on like a gingerbread sock yarn hunt, and I found this brand called West Yorkshire Spinners. This is their signature 4-ply sock yarn, and this is in their colorway gingerbread. I did find this on Amazon. It was not listed as gingerbread. It was just listed as like red, but I like matched the colorway to like the actual website's photos, so I got it. I'll link it down below. They have so many different colorways in this base. Like a million of them. And this is all self-striping. I'll put a picture of what the socks will look like here. And when I saw what it looked like knitted up, I was like, I need a pair of Christmas socks in that. So I think this was like $18, I think. So it's a little bit more cost effective than getting like a hand-dyed sock set, and just as nice. This definitely isn't as soft because this is just a wool nylon, not like merino nylon mix, which I think is like what my other sock set is. So it's a tiny bit more rustic, but this is going to be a super fun project. And I did get another one of their Christmas colorways, and this is their signature sparkle 4-ply sock, and this is in the color Yuletide. I'll put a picture here of like what it looks like swatched up or knitted up, and it's just like, it has like gold stellina in it. It's so pretty, and I'm so excited to make little Christmas socks for my little tootsies to keep them warm. They're so cute. So I'm super excited. I'm like, I don't know if I should like knit my other sock in this first so that I have a full pair done, or if I should like cast on one sock in a fun Christmas colorway. I don't know. Maybe I'll have 2 socks going, but I don't know. We'll see. But that's it. This is definitely going to be a long video. If you've watched this whole thing, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I'm back, baby. Get ready for the videos again. I have like a backlog of videos that I need to upload. Like I went to Rhinebeck, like New York Sheep and Wool Festival. I filmed a whole video about like my recap and my haul for that. So that I need to upload. I don't think I've uploaded my Salem part 2 vlog either, which is like so sad that I haven't. So I'll upload that as well. So just get ready. I'm excited. I'm so excited to be back. So thank you guys so much for sticking around, for listening to me, rant and talk again. I'm getting back in the swing of filming, so I'm finding my energy with it again and, my vibe. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the fun things. I am like just so inspired by so many like vintage things and fiber arts and felts. Like this is like a really fun crafty season of my life. So yeah, that is basically, that's it. That's everything that I've really been getting my hands on these last couple weeks since you've seen me. It's like my favorite part of my life is like the things that I create, and it's my catharsis. It is my meditation. It is my joy. Like these just make me so happy. So thank you for being with me and listening to me ramble and rant about all the fun crafty things and things I've been into and little things I've accumulated. I hope I organized it well enough. Again, I'm trying to get into the swing, but I kind of just wanted to show everything in this video. Maybe in the future, I'll split up like my knitting crochet stuff from the cross stitch stuff, because I don't know. I don't know if I should call it floss tube or whatever. I don't know. So let me know kind of what you think down below, if you're like fine with me sharing both in one video or if you'd rather have it separate. But I just kind of think of these as like my crafty diaries, my what I get up to. Thanks so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is at thistleandthread, with 2 Ds at the end of thread. I haven't posted much in the last month, but you know, since this is coming out, you'll see me more there, which I'm so excited about. I have so much to share on there. I will leave my P.O. box down below. Thank you so much to everyone who has sent me something. I have all goodies coming in the mail for you. I'm just so grateful for everyone who's like took the time to send me something, to write me a letter, write me a little note. It is incredible. And I love you all literally so much. This is like one of my most favorite things I've ever done in my life, is create this community and like start social media and be able to connect with so many other people that are passionate about the same things that I'm passionate about. It's just the best. Yeah, so that's it. Everything will be down below, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you in the next one. I promise I will update you more regularly than what I have in the last month. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.